Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I am Ashley Greenwood from Three Little Greenwoods Creations. How are you doing on this beautiful Monday morning in March? I hope you are doing well and had a fabulous weekend. Today, we are going to be talking about ribbons, bows, and a brand new free workshop that I am going to be planning for April. So come on in, grab your favorite cup of motivation, settle in. We're going to be talking all about bow making today. I'm going to pull myself up live on my iPad so that I can, keep up with comments. As you come on, say hello. If you're watching right now, chances are you're probably watching the replay either on Facebook or on my YouTube channel, but I am currently live on both Facebook, good morning Facebook, and TikTok at the same time because, we work smarter, not harder. Let me pull myself up. How are you guys doing this morning? Good morning, Ellen. I see my friend Barbara is watching. Good morning to my friends on TikTok. Let me swipe so I can see your comments. Hey, Karen from Georgia. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to drop a link. So here's what I'm planning. The thing that I get asked over and over and over and over again is, how do you make bows? How do you make bows? What do you need? How do you get them out of the Easy Bow Maker? Do you use an Easy Bow Maker? Do you make bows by hand? So I am planning a free bow making workshop that is going to be the first week of April. Now I'm just at the beginning stages of it, but if you are interested, I would love for you to join the wait list. I'm going to drop it in the comments on my Facebook page. I'm just going to drop the link and then I'll go back and explain what it is. But yeah, it's going to be a bow making workshop. I'm also going to be talking about my monthly membership that I love. Good morning, Simply Sheila. Hey, Sally. Good morning. Okay, so let's talk about it. First, I got to get this out of the way. Look at this. Isn't she just the cutest thing? We made this in my monthly membership a couple of weeks ago. It is a beautiful arrangement with a sign. It is adorable. It's listed in my Etsy shop, and I can also teach you how to make it. So if you were interested in either one of those things, just let me know. Good morning, Valerie. Welcome to the Wreath Workshop, my friends. Okay, so let's get started. Last week was a whirlwind of a week. Both of my children were out of town participating in state competitions. I was out of town with one of them. It's just a whole lot going on. I'm hoping this week is going to be better. Anybody else had a week like that last week? Good morning, Dee's Creative Crafts. Last week was crazy, like for real. All right, so my first order is for a 10-inch round bow. So if you don't know this, I have a successful Etsy shop where I sell wreaths, bows, arrangements, all of the things, and orders are coming in for spring. So I'm going to be working on these orders while I'm chit-chatting with you. Guys, here's one of my tricks, since we're sharing tricks this morning. Good morning, Jennifer and Sharon. If there are ribbons that you use over and over and over again, grab yourself a little crate. Get a dowel, put your ribbons inside the crate on a dowel, and then they're just ready to go. And you can just pull them out as you are working. It makes things so much easier. These are the ribbons that I use in my best-selling wreath. So I've always got them ready to go. I'm going to put them down there. And the first bow that we will be making this morning is going to be a 10-inch round bow. Now, I may go too fast for you, but there is a free bow tutorial in the link in my profile on TikTok. And if you are on Facebook, just drop bow tutorial and I will get it for you, okay? Good morning, Lori. Lori, I saw you were boxing, girl. Boxing. I wish I could teach my children how to do it the way that I want them to, but that hasn't worked out for me. Easy Bow Maker. I do not make bows by hand because I can't hold all of the ribbon in my hand, so I use an Easy Bow Maker. There is no shame in my game. I'm going to take my 1.5 inch faux burlap ribbon. This is not real burlap. Real burlap is really, really limp and very hard to work with. So down in between the dowels, if this is a 10-inch bow, my loops are going to be 5 inches, okay? Good morning to all of my friends on TikTok. Thank you so much for the glitter badges and all the fun stuff. I appreciate you. So I am going to be making 2 5-inch loops on each side, okay? Good morning, Pam. Good morning. Thank you, Lori. Lori says I gave a great, or someone says I gave a great tip. Thank you. All right, here we go. Putting it down. Let me find my good scissors. So the name of my business is 3 Little Greenwoods because a long time ago, when I started a blog, I had 3 little children, and our last name is Greenwood. They are not so little anymore. In fact, our youngest will be 15 this summer, and she's a squirrel, and she takes all of my good scissors. Does anyone else have someone that takes all of your really good scissors? I have a black pair just like these that are missing, and I know they're in her room. Good morning, Coombs and Waddles Farm. I'm so glad to see you this morning. I know she's got my scissors. Anybody else have a squirrel that takes your scissors? Oh my gosh. Here is our second ribbon. If you have been following me for long, you know that I love a black and white. It just pumps up the color. It's a very graphic punch to your things. It makes you look really fancy. I'll put it that way. Black and white ribbon, whether it is stripe, polka dot, or whatever, it makes you look fancy. Hello, my friend Katniss. Welcome. Okay, we're coming in with this. This is a 1.5 inch wired ribbon. If you want to know where I love to shop for ribbon, I got a whole list for you. You can go to the link in my profile right there. And if you're watching on this one, you can just drop me a comment saying like shop ribbons. Good morning, Nika. Happy bow making Monday. And I'm doing the same pattern. So I was thinking for the, I think I'm going to call it a bow making boot camp that I'm going to host in April. What I would like to do is teach a variety of different bow styles. And maybe even offer like a workbook of the tutorials and the written recipe, because I don't know about y'all, but I need written recipes sometimes. Good morning, my friend Justin. Justin's teasing me about rocking the hand bow. I don't like making bows by hand, Justin. It stresses me out. Justin and I were at a in-person wreath retreat hosted by Candy from Candy's Creations and Jen from Jam Designs and Supplies. It was so much fun. I love it. I love the people. I love the people. No one in my real life understands what I do. I often get the question, you're not still teaching? I thought you were still teaching. Nope. I am teaching. I'm teaching how to make bows. Right, Justin? It was such a blast. It was so much fun. Lisa, I'll come back and drop that for you, okay? All right, so next I need my hot pink because everyone loves a hot pink. You are in half of a 4-car garage. My family knows to stay out of your lair. Yeah, well, I was out of town so much last week that she just came in here and made herself comfortable and took whatever she wanted. A little stinker. But I love her. For my friends that are in my membership, I see a lot of y'all watching. She did really good at her DECA competition. She came in, she and her team came in 4th place out of 10, which I think was so good for her very first time of doing something like that. I think it was very overwhelming for her being in that big of an environment, having to share a hotel room with 4 other girls. Oh my gosh. But she did really, really well. So thank you for those who participated in the survey that we sent out to help her create her project. So I appreciate you so much. Hello, Shonda. Welcome. She did great. And then my son went to a culinary competition in Charleston. He and I did that. It's just been a busy week. Last week was a busy week. I am hoping this week is going to be way calmer. Seriously. How did I get everything done with Justin? Yes, we laughed the whole time. Justin is sunshine in a bottle. I'm talking about Justin Green. Green with an E reads. He is sunshine in a bottle. And he just fills up a space. He is so kind and gracious and fun. I love me some Justin Green. Okay, so here's our bow that we just made. It is a 10-inch round bow. I'm going to grab some bind wire. So bind wire, I put it in here because it's becoming unraveled, okay? It's in a little container. It's just wire covered in paper. I love it. Lori is asking, how did my son do? He thinks he did very well. They will not announce those winners until next week. I might have to go back out of town again. They won't announce the winners until next week for the culinary competition. So I'm hoping that he did well. He really enjoys cooking. He asked me the other day, why can't chefs get paid a lot of money? I'm like, well, some of them do, but not many. Okay, bind wire. If you don't have bind wire, you do not have to get, you don't have to have this. You can just use pipe cleaners, okay? But I need this. Do they need taste testers? We didn't get to taste test it, Justin. We didn't, but it was a really good event. They did. It was very well planned. You know, the teacher in me likes things very well planned. So it was a very, very good. Oh, Kathy says she has to get a new bow maker. Your dog chews your sticks, y'all. I got 2 dogs laying at my feet, and I am not surprised by that at all. Especially our teenager golden retriever. She would totally do that. Brandy is asking what his dish was. It was a chicken dish with rice pilaf and wilted spinach salad with mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms. It was really good. He did a good job. All right, so here's what we've got, okay? I use zip ties because they're easier, and I like easy. So I don't use floral wire. I use zip ties. And I know I'm going fast, but y'all should get on the wait list for the bow making workshop that I'm doing. If you're watching on Facebook, it's in the comments. If you are watching on TikTok, it is in my profile, okay? So go there, check them out. Pull this to the back. Thank you, Tiki Wreath Boutiques. Guys, who else here is a wreath maker? Let me know. I always love connecting with people. Katniss says she hasn't used floral wire since she learned about bind wire. Love it. Oh, wow, lots of people. Hey, Karen, I am actually doing an in-person class on Wednesday here in my hometown. We're not really near the beach, no. But my son's working in Myrtle's Inlet, and I know that you know where that is. Karen is a wreath maker. Awesome. Lots of people. Okay, Jada is a wreath maker. Classy Creations. She says she would love to be a good wreath maker. Here's what I suggest you do, okay? This is what I did when I first started wanting to learn how to make wreaths, like really good. I found a teacher that I connected with, that I liked listening to, that I liked learning from. And the first thing I did is I consumed all of her free content. And then I realized there was so much more she could teach me if I joined a membership. So that's what I always encourage people to do, is find someone you connect with, consume their free content. But if you really want to up your game, you should invest in yourself and join a membership. Now, of course, I would love for you to join my membership. Come and hang out with us. But yeah, there's tons of fantastic wreath makers out there that I love, that I am friends with. All right, next we're going to make a spring wreath using 5 ribbons. 5 ribbons. Oh my gosh, it's a big one. It's a big bow. And I've got most of my ribbon in my bucket, just like before. Classy Creation, I would love for you to join our membership. It is in the link in my profile, but also come and join us for the free bow making boot camp in April. Okay, get on that list. If you go to the link, you'll see all the things. Okay, so we're going to use these and a few more, because there's 5 in here. So here's my focal ribbon. We'll be talking about, that's another thing I want to teach everyone how to do, is how to choose a focal ribbon and how to choose really great ribbons to make a beautiful bow, a beautiful combination. I got some new ribbons from Craft Outlet. That's one of the places that I love to shop. We're going to be using those too. Let me set these aside. Again, I have a whole list of where I love to shop for ribbon. If you want it, just let me know. You can comment on Facebook, or you can go to the link in the profile on my TikTok. Okay. When you use an easy bow maker, you build from the bottom up. Some people that are super talented can make bows in their hand, and they build from the top down. But when you use a tool like this, it's bottom up. Good morning, Lauren. I love that you have your name and your shop title, or your profile. Thank you. That's amazing, because I can never remember y'all's names. So we're going to start on the bottom with this green 1.5 inch ribbon. Now, this ribbon is getting crinkly because it is at the end of the roll. If you ever have ribbon that is at the end of the roll, you can take a warm iron. You can take, my friend Cara uses a steamer. You can steam it. I love using an old flat iron, like a hair flat iron. That's what I use. Katniss says sometimes, depending on her mood, she works from the bottom up, or vice versa. Yeah, you know, I get that. So down in between the dowels, twisting it over. Let me put this up under the table just to get it out of the way. Terry, I will be happy to do that when I jump back on. See, here's the thing. I love going live with you guys on the TT. But once this video is over, all these comments go poof, and I can't get to them. So if you ever need me, send me a direct message. But my friends that are watching on the other platform, I can go back through the comments and answer their questions and share important things with them. So yeah. All right, let me cut my tail. Almost finished with this roll. This ribbon actually came from Sam's. Love me some Sam's ribbon. Okay. Be the boss of your loops. Pull them where you want them to be. That is really important. Good morning, Kathy. Welcome. Next, I'm going to grab my beautiful spring plaid. Pushing it down. Always twist your ribbon over, even if it is the same. Even if it is the same on both sides. Really. It will just make a prettier loop and a prettier bow. I really like this ribbon. It's got so many pretty spring colors in it. And it's a good weight. Sometimes we buy ribbon and they're kind of wimpy. This is a really great weight of ribbon. Good morning from London. Welcome. I am honored that you're taking the time to come hang out with me in my wreath workshop in South Carolina, in the States. Welcome. Okay, let me be the boss of my bow. One of the ladies in my membership says I need to make a t-shirt like that. Good morning, Shelby. Hey, my friend. How are you? Okay, hot pink. Hot pink. This is kind of a watermelon-y pink, but it's really pretty. I'm going to drop it down in my bucket. Now, you probably have noticed that I do not dovetail because I just don't do it. But here's what a dovetail is. A dovetail is where you take the tail of your ribbon and you fold it in half and you make a little V cut that looks like that. That's a dovetail. I don't do that. I think because I'm just trying to be fast. Hey, Barbara from Florence. I lived in Florence. I taught school in Florence. 2 of my babies were born in Florence. So welcome. I'm so glad to see you on here. Susan is asking, do I make the twist of the bow sit in the middle or to the side? Sit to the middle or to the side? That is a very good question. Kind of both. Kind of both, actually. That's one of the reasons I want to do the workshop, the bow making boot camp, because I'll be able to get my camera like right here in front of me and angle it down on what I am doing to really show step by step how I make a bow. Those are the things I get asked most often. So you definitely need to get on that wait list. The wait list link for the new workshop is in the comment section on Facebook. But if you just comment wait list, I'll give you the link because you probably can't find it now because that's just how it works. Okay. Look how pretty that is. So springy. Can you just imagine a bow like this with all the little flocked bunnies sitting around it, or on a wreath with all the flocked bunnies? Oh my gosh. Super cute. Next we're going to come in with this purple Argyle. That is the name of it. This ribbon is called Argyle ribbon. Sometimes you have to know what things are called to find them. just adding layer after layer after layer. Pushing it down. Melissa, I'll come in and get you on the wait list. Now, Melissa, are you in a membership already? I can't remember. My friends that are already in Ashley's Wreath class membership, you are going to be included in the bow making boot camp workshop, okay? Because I see y'all watching. I see some of y'all watching. So no worries, you're going to be included, okay? Susan, I will come back and leave you that link. Having a wait list just helps me know that there's people interested in what I am hoping to do. You know? Because how sad would it be if you had a party and no one showed up? Yes, Sally, you're going to get a link, honey. You are in the membership already. Hey, Danae. Welcome, my friend. Yes, Marion, we are not near, the world is going a little crazy, y'all. We all know this, but there are some fires in our state, which I am hoping have been contained and put out, but I'm not sure about that. But we are safe where we are in South Carolina. Thank you for asking. Okay, look at that. Notice how I mix up the ribbons. They're all colors that go together and work happy together, but they're different patterns, and that's what makes it beautiful. Hey, Darlene, watching from South Carolina, welcome. Good morning, Tracy. Hello, my friend Susan. Susan, you have been working so hard. So in our membership, I say our because it's Susan, it's Barbara, it's Sally, it's Marion, it's like all of us in our membership. The best thing is grabbing my cup of coffee in the morning, taking care of the dogs, and then sitting down, opening up Facebook to our private membership group and seeing all of the beautiful things that people are posting. That makes me so happy. I love it. We love to encourage and brag on each other. I'm going to put this in my bucket because it's getting, you see? That's why I got the bucket. Jennifer says, just open up the water and it will go out. What are you talking about, my friend? I must have missed something. Okay, here we go. Down right here. Pushing that down. Hey, Jennifer from Bowling Springs. I know exactly where that is, my friend. Okay, we're going to cut our tail. This is one of the bows I want to teach. Step by step, nice and slow. Look how pretty that is. Love it. Okay, now we need one more layer. So really there's 6 layers to this bow. Okay, down. In between. And now I'm going to do just a little baby bow. Just a little baby bow. That means it's just a short little bow. How do I decide the number of loops? I like a lot of loops. I think it depends on the amount of ribbons, different ribbons that I'm using. Yeah, Kathy, I love that blue. It really, really, really makes it pop. Good morning, Jennifer from Texas. I'm going to be going to Texas for the very first time for Wreath Makers Live at the end of July. I am so excited. A little nervous, but very excited. I'm going to pull out my bind wire. If you want to know more about bind wire, leave me a comment and I'll give you the link. And if you're watching on my other platform, it's in the profile. You know where that is. I like to straighten it out. So this is about a 16-inch length of bind wire. Now this bow is actually going in a wreath. So I'm not going to use bind wire. I am going to use a pipe cleaner because pipe cleaners are less expensive than the bind wire, and we are all about saving money. Annette says, tell me more about the bind, B-I-N-D, wire. It's a spool of wire covered in paper. I put it in this little box that my daddy made me because it's unraveling already, because I pulled the wrong thing. You can find this in my link. Scroll down to where it says bind wire, but make sure you get the 2 millimeter. Okay, that's really important. There's different gauges. The one I like is the 2 millimeter. All right, let's finish this bow off. Now this is the part that a lot of people struggle with. It really is, and it takes practice. Okay, gonna grab me a zip tie. Jennifer is going on a cruise in a month for your 51st birthday. That is awesome. Enjoy yourself. How fun is that? My husband, we went on a big trip to Aruba last summer. It was for like my 50th birthday, our anniversary, his birthday, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all the holidays, you know. It was so much fun. You hear my dog? She's dreaming. Danae, they're going to be in Sugarland. I don't know where that is, girl, but I'm going. I'm going to take my palm and put it on the top of my dowels and then pull straight up. Look at that pretty bow. There's the back. Beautiful. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, it's going to be in Houston. Puppy Dreams, Katniss. Yeah, she's... So my son got his very first full-time job. Praise the Lord. But he's working far away, and he's working 10-hour days, and he can't take care of her. So she's coming to be my baby. Do y'all see what I just did? Okay, let's have a teachable moment. When I put my pipe cleaner down and then I put my zip tie on it, I was supposed to catch my pipe cleaner in between the ribbon and the zip tie. Okay? And I didn't. And now there's nothing to help me attach this to the wreath. So let's figure this out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to very carefully squeeze this up underneath the zip tie without messing up my little bow sandwich that I've got. Has anybody ever done this before? Tell me I'm not the only one, right? I am not the only one that has done this. Oh, Khalees is located there? Oh, that's good to know. Okay, so I've got it in. I'm going to grab my needle nose pliers. You've done this many times. If you don't have a little pair of needle nose pliers, I believe I stole these from my husband. They come in handy so many times. So many times. All right, so I've got it under the zip tie. Now I'm just going to tug gently on the tails. Susan says, me. I'm going to tug gently on the tails and then pull it where I want it to be. Whew. Easy peasy. Now I'm going to grab the zip tie tail and pull it towards the back without messing up my bow sandwich that I've got going on. Remember, this is one of the bows that I'm going to be teaching. I'll go nice and slow, and I'll have many more teachable moments as I make this bow. So get on that wait list, okay? Let me know that y'all are interested, because I don't want to have a party if nobody's coming. I'm going to use the flat side of my wire cutter. Cut that down really, really low. And twist this together just like that. Now, because this is going in a wreath that I'm going to be making later today, I used a zip tie, okay? If this was going to be a standalone bow that I am shipping to a customer, I used a pipe cleaner. If this was going to a customer, I would use zip ties, okay? Totally using the zip ties. Good morning, Monica. Welcome. All right, let's give it a little fluffing. Now, because you have used a zip tie and you have really cinched it down, you can manhandle these loops. You can make them go and do what you want them to do. Now, I always pull them around, make them nice and fluffy. Isn't that gorgeous? Hello, Rosie. How are you? Listen, if you want to make sure you're on the wait list for the spring bow making boot camp, that's what I'm gonna call it, y'all, because that sounds fun. Go to the link in my profile. And you, my friends, just type in wait list just like Mary did, okay? But remember, if you are already in the membership, you're in, okay? You're already in. Let's make one more. Let me see if I have, these are all of my orders. These are all of my orders, y'all, that I need to get out. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be a busy girl. Okay, let's do one more. So this next bow that I'm making is going to be for a lantern swag. Now, it's not a very big lantern swag. It's kind of, I always think that people are using these for wedding decor. It's made out of some pretty greenery and it has white peonies in it. But the bow part is the burlap that I love. I love the burlap. So I'm gonna set these down. I'm gonna grab my burlap ribbon. And let's just make a small layered loopy bow. That's what I call it. Small layered loopy bow. And these bows are really good for, since we're going to be doing a spring bow making boot camp, I think these bows would be perfect for a little Easter basket. Sweet little Easter basket. Okay, now wait a minute. I got someone being angry on the Book of Faces. Why y'all angry and sad? Oh my gosh. Did I say something? Did I say something ugly? Mercy. Okay, here we go. Pushing it down. Twisting it over. Yeah, Lauren, I would love for you to come. That would be awesome. Is somebody being ugly? Barbara. My friend Barbara and Susan, what's going on? Why am I getting all the angry and sad crying faces? Okay, I'm just making a loopy bow. It's just loops that are the same size. Sammy says they must be mad because it's Monday. I don't know, girl. Classy Creations, you are watching on the platform that you are watching on, right? All you need to do is go to my profile and there is a link under my picture. Click that link and you'll see it. Okay, here we go. Pushing it down. Just making lots of loops and they're all the same size. sometimes I like to make one of my tails longer than the other, just because I think it looks interesting. Pulling it up. Oh, Becky, I saw that you registered for the in-person class. Thank you, my friend. I cannot wait to see you. Valerie's laughing at me talking about the Book of Faces. So someone said that if I say the Book of Faces, then this platform will get cranky. And then someone said that if I said that platform, then this platform will get cranky. I don't have time for all that, y'all. Seriously. Jennifer, I will come back in and leave you the link to join the wait list for the boot camp. Okay, just doing another little layer of this ribbon. You're welcome. If you can't find it, send me a direct message, okay? Pushing it down. Valerie says, I know, right? Yeah, it's so aggravating. She doesn't want any crankiness. I don't want any crankiness either. I got a lot to do this week. I don't have time for people being cranky. Shauna is asking a very good question. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Shauna says, how much is the boot camp? The boot camp is free. It is free to join. But the tutorials will only be live for a certain amount of time. Okay? And you can still watch them, but they're only going to be live for a certain amount of time. And yeah, but it's going to be so much fun. Oh, Barbara, that was your little girl. Oh my gosh. Y'all, all of the angry faces and sad faces were from Barbara's little girl. Bless her heart. Tell her she was worrying me. Tell her she's worrying me. I thought I had said something bad, Barbara. I didn't think I said anything bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's finish this bow off and then I'll talk about it. Let me move my zip tie to the middle. I'm just using one of the tails to move it to the middle. Yay! I'm so glad you joined us. Like I said, I don't want to have a party that nobody comes to. Here we go. Now I'm going to twist it on the back. That's funny. Okay, so here's what we've done. This is going to go on a lantern swag, right? So it's just a multi-loopy bow. Right there. And when I make the lantern swag, it's going to have some greenery up top and some greenery on the bottom and some white peonies. It's going to be so pretty. All right, friends. Barbara, you were okay. You were okay. I'm glad it was just your little girl and it wasn't somebody being hateful. Don't be hateful to me, y'all. All right, guys. I am signing off. I got things to do. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And again, sign up for the bow making boot camp. I'm still planning it out. It's going to be the first week of April. If you are in the membership, you're already going to be in, so don't stress about it, okay? But I would love for you to join me. Come hang out. Come to the party. It's going to be so funny. Kathy is asking, is the bow making workshop online? It's going to be in a private Facebook group because that's the easiest way to do it. Because most people, sorry, my platform over here, most people are very familiar with it, and it's easy to run and easy to do. Okay. Sandra, I can't sign you up, but if you go to my link in my profile, there is a big picture at the top. Click that big picture that says Bow Making Boot Camp, and then you're going to enter your name and your email, and that's going to put you on the wait list so that when I have everything out, we're good to go. How do I keep the ends of my bind wire from fraying? I just cut them with wire cutters. And if they do start to fray, you just got to be gentle. It does happen sometimes. It does happen sometimes. I get it. I know what you're talking about. All right, guys, I will see you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. If you have dropped me a comment about the Bow Making Boot Camp, I will come in and give you the link, okay? All right, friends, y'all have a great week, and I will catch you later. Bye, guys.